Welcome back. We have a couple of mayoral elections. A judge is passing. Rush Propst back on the small screen, and Crispitos going MIA. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. After yesterday's municipal elections, it looks like the mayors in two of Alabama's biggest cities have won re-election without even requiring runoffs, according to AL.com reports. A Mobile Mayor Sandy Stimpson unofficially carried 62% of the vote to easily outdistance Councilman Fred Richardson's 22%. That means a third term for Stimpson. By the end of that term, he'll be 73 years old, and he indicated last night that this might be his last campaign. Quote, "We have a lot of young guns out there who know how to do things." Up in Birmingham, it was incumbent Randall Woodfin easily winning with an unofficial 64% of the votes. There were 7 challengers in that race, with Jefferson County Commissioner LaShonda Scales finishing in second place with around 21%, and former Birmingham Mayor William Bell finishing in third with just over 9%. Former longtime Alabama Circuit Court Judge Bobby Ray Aderholt has died after a battle with cancer, reports AL.com's Howard Koplowitz. Aderholt was the father of Congressman Robert Aderholt. Judge Aderholt started out on the bench in the Court of Law and Equity in Winston County from 1962 to 1973. It was in 1976 that Aderholt won an election to Alabama's 25th Judicial Circuit over Winston and Marion counties. He ran that race as a Republican, incidentally. You can look that up. There was an Alabama Republican or two back in 1976. Aderholt retired from that bench 3 decades later in 2007, when there were a whole lot of Republicans in Alabama. Now, he would later get appointments to serve as a special judge, and he was a pastor for 47 years at Fairview Congregational Church in Hackleburg, Alabama. Bobby Ray Aderholt was 85 years old. I realize somebody out there gets fired up for the start of high school football season every year by breaking out their DVDs of the MTV 2006 reality show Two-A-Days. That's the one that featured Hoover High School in Hoover, Alabama, back during the Coach Rush Propst era. Well, beginning Friday, if you've already worn the paint off those Two-A-Days DVDs and you still need your Rush Propst fix, you can catch his Valdosta football team on Netflix, reports AL.com's Mark Heim. The Netflix series, titled Titletown High, says in its marketing that it'll, quote, tackle romance and rivalries in real life while vying for a title. Propst won 5 Alabama state titles at Hoover, then resigned under pressure. He won 2 Georgia state titles at Colquitt, then was fired after being accused of unethical conduct. So now he's at Valdosta, Georgia, where he's been accused of arranging the financing for players transferring into the school last year. One of those players who transferred in was quarterback Jay Garcia, who's now at the University of Miami, and he figures prominently in the Netflix trailer. Titletown High debuts this Friday. In Jefferson County, Alabama, public schools won't be serving up Crispitos, and that's made some nostalgic folks sad. The story was reported by AL.com's Jeremy Gray, who may or may not have been a little torn up about it himself. Crispitos, with their authentically Spanish-sounding name, are made by Tyson. The good folks at Jefferson County Schools Child Nutrition say that Tyson won't be making Crispitos for at least the rest of the year because of a shortage of workers and tortillas. That's right, a shortage of tortillas, or at least the ones that they use in their process. Asked one parent on social media, quote, "Will there be grief counselors at the school?" Y'all try to hang in there. And thank y'all for listening. We'll be back here again tomorrow. Until then, stop by and see us anytime you can on the internet at AL.com.